It usually starts like this.
Another tool, another dashboard, another alert feed, another promise of visibility. And for a moment, it feels like progress, until it doesn't. Because after a while, nothing makes sense anymore. Too many alerts, too many systems, too many places to look, and somehow, less clarity than before. This is the modern security stack, and almost nobody can explain how it actually works. Here's the first misconception. People think the stack is a system. It's not. It's a collection of tools that were never designed to think together. A firewall, an endpoint platform, a SIEM, an identity provider, a cloud security tool. Each one doing its job, each one seeing part of the environment, and none of them seeing the whole picture. So what do? They generate signals, logs, alerts, telemetry, thousands of them every hour. But signals are not security. They're inputs, and this is where things start to break. Because the stack doesn't decide, it reports. The firewall reports traffic, the endpoint reports behavior, the identity system reports access. The SIEM collects everything and adds more noise. Somewhere inside all of that, an answer is supposed to appear. But it doesn't, because there is no center, no place where identity, behavior, and context come together. No system asking, does this make sense? Only systems saying, here's what happened. And that difference is where security fails. Attackers don't break tools. They move between them. A login here, a process there, a connection somewhere else. Each step looks normal until you connect them. And most stacks never do. This is the hidden problem. Not that you lack tools, but that your tools lack coordination. They don't share context. They don't share intent. They don't share decisions. So the environment fragments, pieces of truth scattered across systems, and the burden shifts to the analyst. Now a human has to do what the architecture can't: connect signals, interpret behavior, make decisions, under pressure with incomplete information. This is what happens inside a security operations center, a SOS. The SOS isn't failing because analysts aren't skilled. It's failing because the system never learned how to decide. This isn't a security stack, it's a dependency, because everything depends on someone figuring it out. And when they don't, the system fails quietly, not because tools were missing, but because decisions were. That's the part nobody explains. So what does a real system look like? It doesn't start with tools. It starts with structure. Signals feed identity. Identity is shaped by context. Context drives decisions. Decisions trigger enforcement. All connected, all continuous, all in real time. That's not a stack. That's a system. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Every alert feels isolated. Every dashboard feels incomplete. Every new tool feels insufficient. Because now you're no longer asking, what should we buy next? You're asking, where does the decision happen? This is the shift, from buying tools to designing systems, from collecting signals to making decisions, from reacting to understanding. Quote-worthy lines. Most stacks collect data, very few make decisions. Tools don't fail, systems do. Complexity without coordination is just risk. Security breaks where decisions are unclear. In the next episode, we'll expose what almost no one shows, how security decision engines are actually built, why automation fails,
why SOs hesitate, and why architecture, not tooling, decides outcomes. If you want to understand security without vendor hype, subscribe to CyberTechHaus. This channel isn't about tools, it's about how systems make decisions under pressure, and why architecture is what actually holds. Once you see the system, everything else changes.